Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Crusader Kings 2, a Game of Thrones mod Let's Play. So, we are trying to finish up against the Umbers. By finish up, I mean, take Last Hearth and Last River from them, and basically assimilate them into our lordship. We've also taken back White Harbor for ourselves, or at least for our wife, in the meantime anyways. And so, when Lady Janella passes on, that will become our sons. Same goes for Carhold and, presumably Last Hearth. So, eventually we'll unite the eastern half of the north here. And all that really stands on our way now is the Boltons. So, we've got basically these four. Oh, actually, no, that's Stark? No, that one's independent. Okay. Overton is the one that's under the Bolton. So they've got 4 provinces here. So the way I see it, those 4 plus these 2 are really all we have left, at least on this half of the east. Or of the kingdom, I should say. So that's basically our goal moving forward, is just to continue to try to assimilate land on this section. And then we might push along the northern border here. But I'm hesitant to do that because as we saw there, the wildlings, or the free folk, are definitely capable of pushing their way through the Night's Watch. So we do need to be cautious about taking too much land up here, because we could potentially lose it to them. Anywho, let's go ahead and jump in. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying the series so far and you'd like to see more. Don't forget to subscribe as well. It's the best way to follow along with this series as it plays out, and the best way to help the channel grow. Oh, also, I posted a Q&A video for you guys yesterday, basically yesterday evening, and I think you guys should definitely check that out if you have any interest on just like, some of my motivations, some questions other people asked, and some plans I have for the channel as well that might be the most interesting for you guys. So, yeah, I suggest you check that out. Cool, so he's mastering swordship. Hopefully he gets at least to trained. If not, like, what is it, like skilled? Trained fighter is +2. I think it goes trained and then skilled. Bethany's doing a good job. I'm having trouble with the town and castle in Winterfell, and I shall of course send my Justicar to try and increase the relation between them and us. Which one should I start with? Oh, it's showing her for both. I don't know. Do the castle first, because that provides levies for battle. So that's, a little bit more important. Is that here? Is that what they were referring to? I'm not sure what city they're referring to either. It doesn't really matter. Right. So how are we militarily right now? Not very good. Oh look, he just aged up to old man. So the wall's under assault. I'll accept that so I don't lose prestige, but I am not gonna get too invested in it. Wow, he's leveling up pretty quick, isn't he? Let's see. Kind and just, or kind and arbitrary. That's an easy choice. So he's now kind. Apparently he's got a bad temper as well, though. So, right, I was looking at our options here. So 700 there, and depending on how much she would commit, he could potentially outdo us. So 756. It's still saying I have about 2,000. No thank you, please don't bother me about it. Alright, so I think we're gonna declare war. I believe we got the claim last time around. We did. What's Bloody Vengeance do? So Lord Nelsor is in a deadly feud with Lord Wayne and can use this to take vengeance. If we win, he would be taken prisoner, we would get money, and we would gain the Lordship of Last Hearth. Ooh, I wonder if it would be better to use it under those terms. Is there any penalty for doing that, though? I would imagine there is, but it's not going to tell me here. I could just claim it outright with this, but that would also gain money, like 84 gold. And we would, again, gain Lordship of Last Hearth through this one. We would gain the Lordship, and he would lose prestige. I'm going to go with Bloody Vengeance, then. That seems like an easy choice. Oh, okay. So he's got, let's see, about 850 or so men. I've got more than that right here. But we're going to call up everybody just to be safe. Let's see. You are going to stay there right now. If they start moving toward that group, we'll disband them or something. Everybody's going to head to East Melt. And hopefully we can get everything situated in time here. They're going to go after this little group here. Oh, where did they get the extra men from? I mean, either way we should be alright, but I would have preferred to... whoa, whoa, whoa. You going to jail. Yeah, lock her up. Okay. So she's locked up now. We're just going to leave her in there now. I'm pretty sure that is like her second offense at least. I believe she was trying to kill Rowena before that as well, if I recall correctly, so... Oh man. I just disband these guys. It's going to give them free war score that I really don't need to give them. Actually, didn't give them anything, so... Not a big deal. Let's see, I've got 2,000 men right here. Let's head to Last River. And why don't you guys meet up with them? And then we will move into Seal Shore. Hopefully we can get there before they finish that siege. You can join us. They don't seem to be willing to move here, which is good. Arctic terrain. I don't see any defensive bonuses, so we should be alright. Perfect. Smash them. Let's merge these guys, and they're headed to Last River, so we'll follow them back. Hopefully we can meet them there and crush them. And then we will send our forces to Last Hearth, where we will besiege their capital. Now, from what I could tell, it's only going to give me the Lordship of Last Hearth, not the High Lordship. So, we may have to usurp that title, but that's obviously going to be a lot easier to do once we have this. Okay, so Brennet Karstark and Jane Overton had a son named Ramsay. Let's see. I don't really care about any of this. Okay, good. So the Garrus faction disbanded. If that guy takes White Harbor back again, I'm going to have a fit. Alright, so where are they headed? We'll arrive in Breakstone Hills. So we're going to follow them, and it better let me attack them this time. I don't like that this mod doesn't let you do follow-up attacks. Pay her own ransom. No, sorry. I have trumped everyone and am the best lord ever. Are you, though? So we lose our ambitious trait, which is a shame because he's going to get significantly worse at everything now. Well, he's getting up there in age. He's not going to be much longer for this world anyways. The new queen. Oh, an old queen. She was slain by Lord Victor of Alden Keep in personal combat. Why was the queen in personal combat? That's a cool name, though. Queen Maleficent. Reminds me of Maleficent. So who's... Okay, so he's king. House Weber. Interesting. Sir Edwid Weber and Queen Millicent Baratheon. So now the Webers... Who would have thought that the Webers would be king on the Iron Throne? Like, wow. If we have any young daughters, it might be worth trying to set something up here. I care not for foreign queens. Okay, are we going to arrive? Shortly. I'm going to disband these guys. They're not going to do anybody any good down there. I should probably just go right after his garrison here before I lose any more men, but I'd prefer to just make sure this army doesn't cause me any more trouble. So they should be broken enough now. Okay, so Magil Waterman has been released from Lady Mylessa's dungeon. Doesn't really matter to me. Lord Wave Last Hearth has left the Liege Loyalist faction. Okay. That must be happening up north of the wall. There's still a lot going on up here. The Starks are just like laying it down. Actually, the Reach has been involved too. Okay, so this kid takes the oath. And let's see here. How do we want to educate Nelsor Raventree? He should probably learn, I don't know, court numbers. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll do a basic teacher for him. He's too cynical for his age. Let's see, what would happen? I'm good with that. Cynical's not a bad trait. Okay, are we there? I don't really care if we catch these guys or not. Not a big deal. I'm just concerned with besieging this and losing as little men as possible in the process. I don't know why the Starks are marching around here. Looks like the war with the Free Folk is almost over, though. Man, every time I've got to pay her more and more. Whew, going broke with all these family members. Let's see. The ones who ridicule Harlan for his weaknesses are getting more and more scornful. Their escalating ridicule has made him unable to ignore it anymore. He begged me to help. Show how to fight him, or show him how to fight myself. Shy would not be a good trait. Humble, however, would. But we can trade one learning for one martial skill. Let's do that. Because he's probably going to the wall anyways. Morgan is definitely... Oh, that's not the right character. Let's see. May you live in harmony and contentment. I have discovered a plot where Mira Raventree seeks to replace Bethany and become regent. So my sister is trying to become regent. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if she harms Bethany, that is a problem. If she just outmaneuvers her, that's not really a big deal. In fact, that would prove that she would be a better regent. So I'm not too concerned about that. We'll see what comes of it. As long as nobody gets assassinated or injured or kidnapped, I'm just gonna look the other way here. Oh, great. The coffers of my subjects are running dry. I can give them gold, but that's a lot of people to give gold to. That would kind of break my bank right now. I don't know how I feel about that. Damn. I'll placate them for now, but I'll probably change that back as soon as I have the opportunity. Okay. I wonder if I could just do it right now. Let's see, that was feudal taxation. Let's see, Morgan always follows the rules and refuses to cheat when playing games with the other children. So he is honorable. That's not the best trait, to be honest. Sorry, moving it out of the way of my microphone so I can read it. Let's see. So he would lose intrigue, which would be kind of a shame. But I don't really want him to be ruthless either. So that would help his piety. People would like him more, but he would be less effective as a character. If we take this one, there's a good chance that he'll just not get either of these traits, which would be ideal, I guess. Ruthless isn't so bad. It's just I don't want a character who's ruthless necessarily. I just don't know if being like overly honorable is a good idea either. So let's see what happens there. Apparently he got the neither, so he's gonna just stay as he is. So Harlan is mastering swordship, so he's a skilled fighter. That's good. How are we doing on the siege? Only halfway. Come on. Speed things along here. Who? King Bump Crowkiller. Okay. So King Crowkiller's invasion of the Night's Watch has ended. Lord Commander Bryce has won. Although it seemed like the Starks were doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. But at least they've pushed them back. We have Castle Black under our control again. As well as both of the gifts and the Shadow Tower and Eastwatch. And let's see. Interesting. A lot of stuff happening in Flint's Finger. Over the last couple episodes, I've been noticing a lot of stuff going on there. Come on, we're so close. I think she's going to be the real challenge here. I'm hoping that we can take this High Lordship title without having to deal with her at all. That would be ideal. Because she is... I mean, definitely not the most powerful person we've dealt with, but it will be a while before we can replenish our troops up to a level I feel comfortable attacking her with. So I'd prefer just to not have to do it. If I can just take that title and she'll just peacefully fall in line, that would be great. Okay, autosave happening there. And, oh, almost done. This should end it. 100% perfect. So let's go ahead and enforce our demand. We'll offer peace. Enforce. He's going to get imprisoned. Perfect. Alright, so we've got to deal with the High Lordship now. So we became Lord of Last Hearth. Blah, blah, blah. We've imprisoned basically his whole family. Wow. I'll probably ransom most of them. I don't know what to do with him, though. I could potentially banish him? Let's see. Intrigue, prisoners. Who can we ransom? Chael. Okay, well, I'll ransom you. 25 gold, I'm good with that. I'll take whatever I can get. I can exile Melantha. Osric. I'll ransom you. You're a priest, so I mean, I don't feel right keeping you in prison. The rest of these guys I can't actually do anything with other than just release them or kill them. So, where is Mr. Umber? I don't see him. Is he in somebody else's dungeon? I'm gonna be really upset. Interesting, he got passed down to Last River. It's kind of strange. Imprisoned by Master Benjen in Lonely Hills. So the guy commanding our army unfortunately took him. That's really annoying, actually. Really annoying, because I wanted to deal with him myself. Either way, let's disband this army. So Last Hearth is now mine. How do we grab this title? We need a strong claim. That's unfortunate. So it doesn't look like we can usurp that. I don't like some of the rules that they've implemented in this mod. I liked being able to usurp titles, like, for example, the High Lordship of Last Hearth has a de jure area. So, like, these 4 provinces, basically. In Elder Kings, if you held the majority of those provinces, so like 3 out of the 4, for example, you could usurp that title by paying a little bit of money and losing a little bit of prestige to just like take it right out from under the guy, and the guy would lose a lot of relationship with you to the point where he might declare war. But if you were in a position like this where you hold a lot more power than they do, you could, you know, make a move like that, and if they want to attack you, fine. But it was a lot easier than having to just literally conquer everything all the time. So that's kind of a shame, but we're gonna have to do that. Although their levy went down considerably, so that's gonna be easier to deal with. I don't have a direct claim on this though, so that becomes a bit of a problem. Well, we do need to give away some land. I do not really want to give Weeping Bay away, but I can't really afford to hold on to 4 territories, can I? I guess I'll give Lonely Hills away. That's probably smarter. But who to give it to? Let's take a look at our court and see if there's anybody who would be deserving. In fact, you guys made some suggestions as to who might be deserving before. We got Nelsor Raventree here. He would be an option. I could give it to... No, if I gave it to Bernard Karstark and Mira Raventree, she would leave my court and I wouldn't be able to use her as a treasurer anymore. So I would have to give it to their son. But I don't know if I'd necessarily want to do that either, at least not yet. Also, our brother... Interesting, we have half-brothers I didn't even know about. Let's see, so I believe it was Mira... No, it was Bethany. Yeah, Winton Raventree. I could give him some land when he comes of age, which is fairly soon. So I could basically make him Lord of Lonely Hills. He's a pretty solid character, and so I would be able to utilize him as like a general and stuff, for example. In fact, I should probably arrange a betrothal with him before it's too late. Who would be a good house to bring into the fray here? I'd prefer somebody younger with not terrible traits. There's a lot of imbeciles in here, which is not something that you want to be interbreeding into your faction. Let's see, Ariane Root from Maidenpool is actually a pretty solid looking character. She's quick, she's got, well, she's not a good fighter, but better than not having that trait at all. She's fashionable, she's a bit hot-tempered and arbitrary, so not all good traits, but if this were passed on to their children, that would be fantastic. If they got strong and quick, that would make for a pretty good heir. She's actually looking to be the best choice. We have Anya Linderly, who's a giant. I don't know if we want to be marrying any giantesses, but she's got decent traits as well. I'm thinking, where'd she go? It's right up here. Ariane Root. I'm thinking that's a good match. So let's set that one up. And so we'll basically groom him to become Lord of Lonely Hills. So they're going to accept that ransom. Wait, my dear liege, I was just approached by Maester Willard, who tried to convince me to join him in his vile heresy. I hope you can convince him to see sense. Thank you, Roderick, for telling me that. What? Oh. I mean, I don't have a huge issue with them following the faith of the Seven. If he was worshipping the Lord of Light and like burning people, I would take offense to that. But otherwise, I don't really care. Let's see. Demand reconversion. Let it slide. Engage him in theological debate. Let's do that. That seems like the educated thing to do. Okay, so let's not spend any more money until our loan payment comes up and we can finally pay that thing off. That would be fantastic. My dear liege, your penetrating gaze can part even the thickest theological fog. I'm utterly convinced by your learned arguments. Rest assured that I will never stray again. So we convinced him through educated debate. That's a pretty rare thing to be able to do. He must be a real talker, Lord Nelsor. We're out of time for the day, so we're going to go ahead and break it off here. Let me know what you guys think about giving our nephew, let's get his name again, I keep forgetting it, Winton Raventree. Let me know what you think about giving Winton Raventree Lonely Hills. I'm going to hold on to Lost Hearth for now, and probably White Harbor when we get that one as well. I don't know what I'm going to do about, like, if we conquer the Dreadfort, for example. I can't hold on to 4. I probably shouldn't even be hanging on to 3, but I'm going to continue to do 3. So I guess I can try to increase our... No, I can't. I need to be King of the North in order to increase my domain size. So that's going to be a ways away. But anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Crusader Kings 2 with you guys, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.